business.
Not all of it, just a little bit. Transparency. Welcome back to YGT.
Y'all got this. Hi guys, we are glad to be back. We are checking in on everyone. We actually have something that we want to share. We know that this is a time for couples, and a time when couples are together probably more than usual, in spaces at home, and probably working side by side with each other or working on projects at home. And this is something we want to share with you. It just brings a togetherness for couples, a way to communicate and open up discussion.
Especially during the pandemic, we do have some fun things we want to show you that you can do as a couple, being home with each other.
You do need a little break from each other at times.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right, and giving each other space. We always
That's
talk
healthy.
about that. That's healthy. In fact, you see us in the car right now. We are taking our break away from the kiddos, getting ready for a workout.
Stress reliever.
Yeah, stress reliever. So one thing we want to share with you before we go into the app that we want to discuss with you, we've heard that the divorce rate has gone up since the pandemic, and we're just here to say there are married couples that are getting to know each other,
Right.
Even at a greater, deeper level, loving each other. So again, I go to the media. The media likes to exploit and share all the negative things that's going on, but there's marriages that are still standing and still winning and still going strong, and we are a testament of that. And we want to celebrate all of us that's married and putting in the work day to day, even during this time.
And that's the key, putting in the work.
So let's get started. Discovery cards. This is what the app looks like here, and it's a fun and easy way to engage conversation and build relationships. And so it's broken down by different categories. For those of our couples that are maybe dating, there's actually questions that you can ask the person that you're dating. There's also questions for parents to children. We are going to go through the category of married couples. And so we're going to pick a couple of questions to ask each other. And we're going to be open, honest,
Absolutely.
and transparent.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm going to ask the question, you answer, and then I'll give you my answer as well.
You're looking at me like you
I'm just saying.
questioning my transparency.
I'm just saying we're going to be open, honest, and transparent. That's all.
I got it.
Okay.
You got it?
I'm straight.
Okay.
I'm straight.
Let's do it.
All right. So here's the first question. Let's see. What are some of your pet peeves?
What are some of my pet peeves? When I see kids talking back to their parents, being disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I just grit my teeth and keep walking.
Makes sense. I would say one of my pet peeves is being late. It just gets to me.
Yeah, I know.
We won't go deeper into that discussion. All right, here's another one.
No.
This one's cool. What is your favorite candy?
Cinnamon candy.
So my favorite candy is chewing gum.
It's gum.
I know it's gum, but it's like my favorite.
Okay.
It's the
Pick
spearmint.
a candy. Pick a candy.
Okay, my favorite candy is
Peppermint. Butterscotch. Jolly Ranchers. Oh, that's one of my favorites too.
Skittles.
Skittles. Okay.
Skittles. I like Skittles.
Honorable mentions. Jolly Ranchers.
There's no honorable mention. All right, let's go to another topic. What is the nicest thing anyone has ever done for you?
Ladies first.
The nicest thing that anyone has ever done for me, I would say encourage me when I am just feeling low and I would definitely say you do that. Like, you can sense me and sense when I'm like in a space and just come through for me.
That's sweet.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. I don't know. I think you have this thing. I don't know if God just like whispers in your ears and you come up with something, but
That is exactly what he does.
but I think that happens. I do. I think that happens.
Well, you know, we've been married for a long time, so for me, I can't be with one person for so many years and not be in tune with them. So that's very important. So even if you don't say a word, I can feel your energy. It's just something about your aura that just oozes from your pores when I'm like, something's wrong, something's going on. Even when I ask, hey, what's going on?
And
No,
I
I'm
say
okay,
nothing.
And it's like, nah. But yeah, that's important.
It is, baby. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh. Okay, your turn. What is the nicest thing anyone has ever done for you?
The nicest thing that someone has ever done for me is my wife. And that will be when you say yes.
That's sweet, y'all. That's sweet.
And that's not game. That's for real. That's for real.
That's for real.
That's for real.
That's
For real,
what's
for
up.
real.
That's what's up, baby. All right, so we are going to go into a deep and meaningful question. What was the scariest thing that has ever happened to you?
The scariest thing that I can remember that happened to me that comes to mind, is when my aunt called me, woke us out of our sleep, and she told me that my grandfather was given a few, maybe 5 or 6 weeks to live because of a terminal illness he was dealing with. So that hit me like a ton of bricks, and couldn't believe that was coming out of her mouth. So I gotta say that's considered one of the scariest moments in my life, of just knowing that death was inevitable. Even though you know God and you pray to God, but in that moment, in my human flesh, that it was a scary moment. It was a scary moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what about you? Scary moment. Can you recall a scary moment that possibly happened for you?
When I think of a scary moment, I think of something that happened not too long ago, honestly. I think when Tania first started having symptoms of her, her body physically, her immune system, when her illness, when her health began to decline, and watching her go through that and not being able to walk, and
that was scary.
It was scary,
as well.
as a
Our
mom,
oldest daughter.
that was a very scary time for me. That's the most recent thing
Right.
I can think of right now, and just praying, because I didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what was going on, or how she was coming out of it, and that was scary. That was scary, but God.
Yeah, absolutely,
But God. So
It's definitely a scary time for all of us.
it was. Let's see. What was your school mascot?
Tigers, easy.
Tigers.
Class of '91, recognized. What was your school mascot? Your high school mascot?
Patriot all the day long. Patriots, class of 1992.
New England Patriots.
You funny? American Senior High School Patriots.
Where?
Miami, Florida. Miami Lakes, to be exact.
305.
305.
Recognized.
All right, let's roll.
If you wanted to look sexy, what would you wear?
Nothing.
Duly noted.
If you wanted to look sexy, what would you wear?
Nothing.
There you go.
That was easy.
All right, are you comfortable showing affection in public, and why?
Absolutely. because I don't care. Because that's my wife. I said I do. I put the time in. I put it in, and that's it. Why?
You put it in?
Oh, I didn't mean to say it, but I did.
Well, you put it in.
So, are you comfortable showing affection in public, and why?
Of course, I'm comfortable because you are the love of my life.
Thank you, baby.
You are welcome. Right.
Okay, how about I'm going to ask you a question, and you answer the question, and then you ask me a different question, and then I'll give you an answer. How about that?
Cool.
Switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So, share a funny story.
That would be my question that I'm asking you.
Okay. So how about we switch it up? You ask me a different question, I ask you a different question. Okay? Can we do that?
Okay.
All right. You want to go first? You ask me? Or you want me to ask you?
Share a funny story about you when you were in high school or college.
Wow. This is pretty funny. A little embarrassing, but it is true. I remember when I first moved away to Savannah. I moved from Palmetto to Savannah. This was December of 1995. And moved into my first apartment. I was taking some evening classes at Savannah State. So I was rushing out, like always, trying to get to class because I was trying to find my way around Savannah. Had some dishes to wash, so I said, you know what? Wow, I got a dishwasher for the first time in my life. I've never used a dishwasher, anything. So with my silly self, I put the dishes in the dishwasher and put dish detergent in the loader section. In the dishwasher, where the soap goes, the dishwasher liquid goes, I put dish detergent. I'm a rookie, but I'm a grown man, to be honest. I'm like 20, 21 years old, but I've never used a dishwasher before, honestly. And I'm thinking, I'm living large. I got a dishwasher. And so I put the dish detergent in the dishwasher, turn it on, go to class. I'm going for like maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I get home, the floor is flooded. Suds everywhere on the floor, in the kitchen floor. I'm like, what in the world is going on?
Wait, did you fill up the whole little container with dish detergent, or you just put a little?
No, I filled it up because I'm like, it needs to be clean. And so I went to the front office when I got back from class, and was like, we got a problem. My dishwasher overflowed, and so the lady asked, what did you put in it? And I said, dish detergent, because that's what you use to clean the dishes. And she just kind of looked at me, and she kind of chuckled, which I think she just figured, like, you know what, he's a newbie, he's a rookie, he doesn't know any better. And she was like, you know what, Colbert, don't worry about it, we'll send somebody up to fix it, whatever, but you have to put dish detergent, like, not dish, I'm sorry. She was like, Colbert, you don't have to worry about it. You have to put dishwasher fluid in it. You know, there's powder that goes in it. It's just made strictly for the dishwasher. And it was like crickets, like, wow. That was crazy. That was embarrassing. I mean, I can't believe I'm telling the story, but it is kind of funny now. But I didn't know. I didn't know.
Now you know.
I know.
Now you know.
So, I'm going to ask you a question. What did you like the most about your high school, and why? So tell us about American High.
Well, American High was cool, no doubt. But my favorite part of high school was lunchtime, because we had like all of the restaurants right by our school. So lunchtime was like all kind of restaurants. We had the Chinese restaurant, Taco Bell, Burger King. You
guys can just leave?
The steak, we go get steak. Yes, we can leave off campus. That was sweet.
And breaking the rules.
And we were straight.
That's Miami.
Yeah, we were straight. Now, I don't know how y'all got down in P-Town, but...
No discipline.
That was discipline. We made it back. Some of us made it back for the next period. So...
Cool.
Did you like that Discovery card?
Yeah, that was cool. I like it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. So, again, this is the Discovery Cards app. Great for families. So, also for, like we said in the beginning... couples that are dating. This is just a good, fun way to get to know someone, and also to deepen your understanding and relationship. Because there's some things that we didn't know until we were actually asking each other the questions, and we've been married for
nearly 25 years.
Nearly 25 years.
And you don't really know your spouse while you're dating anyway. I mean, you learn as you go along, and that's just the way it goes. That's the fun part.
So guys, we thank you for listening. Our prayer is that you will be blessed, that your relationships will be blessed, that you will continue to walk in God's grace and God's favor. Take care, guys. Be safe out there.
YGT.
Y'all got this.